All right, everybody. Welcome back in to another episode of the markleskopodcast. Just wanted to come on here, talk some college football, uh, some news going on right now, Lane Kiffin and stuff like that, but mainly just wanted to come on here and just talk to you guys. If anybody comments, hopefully people will, then I'll just interact with you guys. But yeah, there's kind of a lot going on. I mean, Penn State's looking for a coach. We don't know who it is. Comes down to the mystery guy and Terry Smith, I guess. So I just want to come on here and just talk a little bit with you guys. I don't know how long I'll be on, but college football is what we love. That's why we cover it. We love Penn State. Well, most of us that are in here. Not everyone. And that's all right. As long as you're cool, respectful, that's all I care about. If you guys are new, please like, share, subscribe. That would really help out the channel. Please like, share, subscribe. You can support us in super chats and stuff like that, but I don't have a membership or anything. So it's all free content. But if you do want to support us, you can. Please just like, share, subscribe. We're at 1,000. I used to say help us get to 1,000 subs, but we're there, which is a huge milestone for me and this channel. And what, for me personally, that's a huge milestone. Now, some channels like Landon, they're well past that, and that's fine. But for me, that's a huge milestone, and we worked hard to get there. So, hey, Mark, at this point, who would you like to see higher? Terry Smith, man, that's who I want ultimately. I want Terry Smith. So, but Florida hires John Summerall. So that's interesting. 6-year deal. That's a good amount. Summerall's gone 42-11, 4 seasons as head coach at Tulane. That's really good. I think, was he the coach when they beat USC a couple years ago? A few years ago? Was he the head coach then? Yeah, will become the next head coach of LSU. I don't care who the coach is as long as it's not Franklin. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Good to see you on Facebook, too. Yeah, exactly. Like, we all got to just – oh, Willie Fritz. Okay. Yeah, we just got to appreciate it's not the previous coach. That's all. And whoever it is, we have to get behind him. We have to support him. They will be supported on this show. I don't care if it's someone I like or not. Like, I don't really want Lane Kiffin or – I'm sorry, not Lane Kiffin. Lincoln Riley or like Kalen DeBoer. Really don't want them. But if they are the coach, I'm going to support them. They're the coach of my team. Although I did not like the previous coach, as I said, he was still my coach. I wanted it for him more than anything because I believe he was a really hard worker. So I wanted it for him more than anyone. So the new guy comes in, I want to support him no matter what. So as long as he's doing it the right way. If he's not, then he's not going to get my full support. But yeah, so Kiffin's going to LSU. That's pretty much a guarantee at this point. That is old. I'm going to try to shoot. Ooh. I'm just going to pull up like Hayes Fawcett or something, go through that. But we have a chat on Instagram, some guys on here, and we're sending each other stuff all the time. Oh, nice. Hayes Fawcett. It's the same post. I don't care about that. Breaking, Michigan State running back. Yeah, so I guess they fired their coach too. That's some other news. Maryland safety. So this is when we're going to start seeing guys transfer. Now, again, I think Terry will stay. Depending on who comes in, I think he stays, and we retain most of the roster. Tony Rojas tweeted out today, "When are we going to hear who our coach is?" So he's staying, I think. Thankfully. Wow. So we'll miss losing a recruit. Portal. VT signed another guy. And again, like I've said it before, I have no problem with VT. Penn State showed them a lot of support when they had their tragedy. A local kid was tragically killed in that event, and my family knew his, so I like VT. I have no problem with VT. Just who your coach is, but I wish you guys the best. You're going to win a lot of games. Any fan, Notre Dame, Ohio State, we don't lump all you guys in together. We don't lump all you guys together. We know there's good fans out there on for all teams. Yeah, so just a bunch of transfers. I thought Golish was going to Arkansas. I thought I saw a thing that said he's going to Arkansas, but he's going to Auburn now. So that's interesting for sure. Florida beat Florida State. Crazy year Florida State's had. Well, both teams, but Florida State, they beat Alabama, who's like, I think top 4, top 5 now. And then they end horribly. I mean, Vanderbilt beats Tennessee on the road. Impressive. Oklahoma escapes LSU. Ohio State beat Michigan. Texas beat A&M, which was insane. That's an upset for sure. We're undefeated going into that game. The fact that Ole Miss is playoff bound is crazy in the sense that their head coach is leaving. Like that's insane. I mean, I like Lane Kiffin for his personality stuff, but as a coach, he is just zero loyalty. I mean, Ole Miss, he will never be welcome back in that state, let alone that school. You leave a playoff team. That's insane. It's crazy. Pat Fitzgerald is rumored at Michigan State. Okay. I really like Terry Fanatic. Nice. I really like Chesney there with Terry Smith. Yeah. Yeah. Smith isn't sticking around if he, yeah. I mean, I hope that's not true. That would be pretty heartbreaking. Thomas, what's up? Got a feeling there will be a lot of disappointed fans. Yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Like, again, I think whoever it is, we need to support them. And listening to Landon's show recently, he said he wants people to stop saying, like, we fired James Franklin just to hire this. Bro, James Franklin needed to go. That's it. That's it. And we're gonna hire a good guy, whether it's Terry or someone else. Pat Kraft, I fully trust in him. And that's it. So we're gonna get a solid guy, and then we need to support him. So everybody needs to get behind him. We can't have division within our own program, our own school. Like, we don't hire Terry, so then we're not going to do this or that. Like, that's BS. You got to support our team. If you can cheer for Penn State while the previous coach was doing what he was doing, like if you're going to like Northwestern and cheering at that, then you can cheer for the new guy. So I disagree with that. I don't think he blew it at all. I don't know where you're getting that. I'm thinking it almost has to be Terry now at this point. Can we really wait for these coaches to get through the playoffs? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can wait. At this point, the timeline of the signing period and all that's all cooked anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I totally disagree. He blew it. He didn't. What's he done? He didn't do anything to. What's he blown? I mean, what has he done to do that? Like, I disagree. Yeah, again, like, I don't know what you mean by blew this up. Now it's pretty obvious we're hitting a hard reset now. I mean, we've been hitting a hard reset. The coach could literally be anyone, even a coach that signed an extension. Yeah, probably. But yeah, we've been hitting a hard reset. So we just don't have our guy yet, and that's it. So that's it. I don't think it's because certain people didn't want to come or anything negative. We just don't have a guy yet. That's all. It has to be a fit for us and a fit for them. And I think more so it's, are they a fit for us? That's it. So I think anybody that would want this job that we would want, we'll get it. So that's it. Nobody wants to win more than Kraft. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, K Turner, you say he missed out on every top hire so far. Okay. Who said that? Who said that they've missed out on every top hire? Is that a fact? Like, they missed out on every top hire? And again, I don't know how it's obviously not. How is it obviously not Terry? Watch how fast we absorb recruits and players from the other team, plus how hard we will slam the portal. Yeah. We're going to bring in a lot of guys. Glad Fraudlin is gone. Sadly, I couldn't help but root against the team in hopes it got him fired. I think you have to keep Smith if they don't hire someone tomorrow. Friday is the last day of signing. Yeah, again, the timeline doesn't matter. I appreciate all you guys' comments. K Turner, like I said, I don't really agree with what you said, but thank you for commenting, man. Everyone's welcome. As long as you're respectful, everyone's welcome. Yeah. Again, the timeline, like, I don't know. I don't think it really matters. We got the portal, and if we have somewhat of an idea who it is, then I know there's like the portal window and all that, of course. But I think if we know who it is, we could probably tell recruits that and stuff like that. So, um, yeah. So it is what it is. I mean, the timeline, like I said, is kind of cooked in my opinion. So I don't think that really matters. I've never really worried about that. I'm just worried about getting the right guy that we can build with. That's all. So why would we wait this long if the decision was already in the building with Terry? It's a clear fact. The only thing that could save us is hiring Heartline. Okay. Today is about the earliest we could hear, so I guess the clock starts today. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it's the end of the season. So I thought we would hear by today or December 3rd, a week or two ago, but now I don't know. I mean, again, the timeline just doesn't really matter. In a sense it does, but it's not in our control. So we can't worry about the timeline until we get our guy. And then we can say, all right, where do we go from here? Like, that's not something I'm personally worried about. We just got to make sure we get the right guy. And that's it. I mean, Pat Kraft knew what he was getting himself into, and he's doing a great job. The timeline is more important than you think. UNC was one of the only teams to take 40 plus portal players. Yep. They'll build through recruiting. What's up, JR? When's the portal open? Someone answer that. We were talking about that. JR would know. We were talking about that last night, and JR was telling us that we had the dates kind of mixed up. So I know once they hire a new guy, I think it's 5 days after that you can transfer. But with the portal, January 2nd through the 16th. So we should have a guy by then. So bunch of recruiting news. Not a whole lot in here. Top 25. I'm just surprised Hayes doesn't have that. I think someone did send it in our group. Yeah, he was sent off with booze. Oh, I'm gonna pull up the top 25 here. Yeah, thanks guys for saying that. December 2nd is signing day, right? Or 3rd is signing day. And then January 2nd to okay. So Kraft seemed calm, cool, and collective on the sidelines yesterday. Yeah, exactly. I'm very confident. I wonder if there's some additional advantage to waiting. Of course, I don't understand. I don't think there's really an advantage. The only advantage really there is to waiting is the fact that we're making sure we get the right guy. So that's absolutely, we're just making sure we get the right guy. I think that's an advantage for us, and I'm okay. Again, I'm okay with waiting. That's just me though. That's my opinion. Trying to pull up the top 25 here, guys. I guess Instagram doesn't know how to search that, so I'm just going to search Google. By the way, between Instagram and TikTok is way better at finding stuff. Like it's like Google, basically. It's like a Google app. You can find so much good info just by searching something on TikTok. Instagram is horrendous. Like I just typed in top 25 and the earliest one was like week 6 or something like that. But top 25, so AP is Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia, Oregon, Texas Tech, Ole Miss, which is crazy. They just lost their coach, and I don't think he's coaching anymore there. Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Alabama, BYU, Miami, Vandy. So Texas Tech to me, like I think they're kind of like in a sense they're a sleeper. Like they could actually make a run. Ole Miss, I don't know, and I don't know if they're punished in the CFP because of their coach leaving, but hopefully they have a bracket here. Do they have a bracket on ESPN? I'm gonna try to look up the bracket if they have it. Is there a bracket on here, guys? All right. Also, there is no longer a spring portal window. Casey, what's up? If it was Terry, they would announce it today. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely don't want to turn into one of those portal heavy teams. Well, first we'll have to, and that's okay. It is what it is, man. Again, we were put in a tough spot with the previous guy. Yep. Yeah, exactly. And I'm okay with that. I mean, we have to accept the position that we're in. Penn State is a blue blood program. It's an attractive job. We have a great AD. That's all that matters. Get the right guy, and then we'll worry about recruiting and the portal then. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. We have to accept the situation we're in. That's why I've been saying for years to let the previous guy go, and we didn't, and now we're in this situation. So can't expect much different. we just have to accept it, guys. Like, we're gonna have to wait, and it might mess things up for a little bit. But what's most important is we have the right man at the helm. That's all that matters. That's the most important part. That's what we need to focus on. Okay, nice. Jim Himes, is that you, man? You back? What's up, dude? We're at 1,000 subs now. How about that? It's good to have you back. I think Landon called you his number one donor. Bracket comes out tomorrow. Yep. Okay. I doubt that. Pat to MSU is wild. I prefer MSU to suck. I mean, they'll be a little better he'll be a little better at MSU. If he came here, it'd be totally different because he's at just a bigger school. But so, am I missing college football playoff? Please just show me the previous bracket. How about that? All right, so it would be Ohio State and on a bye. So it's not A&M anymore in the number 3. I think they're still going to the title game, so I don't know how it's going to play out, but BYU's up there, Ole Miss, Virginia, Georgia, Memphis, Texas Tech, Oregon. It's going to be a fun playoff. No pressure on us. Oh, you're not? Huh. But I see you in Landon's chat, man. It's good to have you back. Yeah, too broke. That's all right. Hokies need to cancel games with in-state cupcakes. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to play him. Too broke. Save up for Christmas. Been a Penn State fan since '66. Good show. Thanks, man. Don't worry about recruiting. Yep, exactly. It's a totally different football. And again, like, I get it. If you're worried about that, like, I get it. I probably should be too, but I'm just not. Like, we have no control over it, guys. Honestly, I'm just focused on what we have in our control. That's all. KT, yeah, you said about turning into a portal, heavy portal. Yeah, I get it, man. I've been lurking, just not saying much. I got you, Jim. Well, thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. You're one of the day ones. Remember, like, Lambda, James Williams commented the other day. He's a day one. Lambda, who else? I think it was Josh Allen. Josh Allen always commented. Illicit, he was always commenting last year too. He won the 500 sub giveaway, and we haven't seen him since. So I don't know where he went, but we're hoping he's okay. But yeah, graduate. Nice, 66. Yeah, cool Pitts. Thanks, man. It's good to have you on. Every coach signing is Penn State losing control. Well, not necessarily, in my opinion, because losing control is meaning they're taking the guys we want. I don't think we wanted any of those guys. We probably wanted Kiffin, but I wouldn't want him here. I want a coach who's going to build sustainably long term, not a guy who's going to come in, turn us into a reality TV show and then leave. I don't want a guy like DeBoer who just comes in, leaves after 2-3 years, like he's done at his last 2 schools. So I want a long-term guy. We don't hire and fire coaches at Penn State. And we have tradition that should be respected. Gruden. Possible. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, it's a mystery guy and Terry. So that would be a mystery. That's for sure. Gruden. Yeah, people are sending Lane Kiffin getting yelled at. It's funny. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. And it's climbing. What do you guys think about Lane Kiffin going to LSU? But it's going to be Ohio State 1, Indiana 2. Bama will be up there. I don't know how far A&M will go, but they could win the SEC title game. So I think what it's A&M in Georgia. Am I right? Most of these teams, A&M, they're still going to go to the playoff, absolutely, even if they lose the SEC title. I think because it comes down to who's the best, and they are one of the best. Any thought on the mystery candidate? Pate already said Sataki. Pate said that. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said last night, like I'm not trying to be negative or pessimistic, but I don't know. I don't even want to guess. I don't watch Josh Pate really. I'm not the biggest fan of him. So good guy, has a good show, but I'm just not a big fan of shows. Like I'm pretty picky when it comes to shows. Um, like Landon, former player, uh, Big Ten Huddle. There's a couple podcasts I listen to that are good. Like Josh Pate, I don't know, man. Like I just don't really go to him as a source. Yeah, typical Lane. It makes sense because Saban left MSU for LSU. Yeah, Lane came here for Silas. Yes, he did. Yep, and it didn't pan out at all. That's a good. It's a good memory there. Cold Pits. That's a good pickup. Thinking, remembering that. Bad memory, but it's good that you remembered that. Probably just temporary for Lane till he. Yeah. I mean, they're terrible at hiring coaches. Honestly, like it's insane. Like they hire Brian Kelly, who's known as not a good person, and then you go get Lane, man. Like you pulled him away from a playoff team. That's insane. At least let him finish out. Uh, yeah, it's crazy. Got the governor involved. Thanks, JR. I appreciate it, man. I follow him on Twitter, and that's where I saw it. I have a hard time watching Pace show. Yes, I do too. I don't really find it entertaining. I have a question. What's the uh, you are being blocked. Lane also took Wallace from PSU in January. Yeah, I guess I got to go to Rumble to block that guy. Give me a second. Can we play the Jeopardy music? Mm. All right, I think I blocked him. Lane also, yes, he did. So it sounds like Kraft is targeting Kalani Sataki or Joe McGuire. Okay. Haven't heard Joey McGuire. Okay. So people are saying Sataki. Yeah, so Sataki, I would like that for sure. I mean, he's a solid coach. He's been at his same school for a long time. Solid coach. Look at what he's working with. You know, it's yeah. Look at what he's working with. I mean, he's at a school. He's made them a contender. Uh, that would be a solid hire. He's made them a contender with what he's working with. I mean, he's clearly a good coach. So he's a football guy. He is someone that will develop guys. He'll hold people accountable. He's basically the opposite of Frank, our previous coach. So the recruiting could be an issue. Yeah, it will be probably, but it's still Penn State, guys. You just got to have faith in our team and Pat Kraft. You just got to have faith. That's all you can really do. Now let's talk about Brom. But I cannot get that Penn State football moving van. Where was that? Penn State moving van. Where at? Did I miss something? So, yeah, the playoffs going to be really interesting, guys. I mean, we got a lot of good teams. No pressure on us to care. We're going to be playing in the, I think it's the, what is it, Music City Bowl and Pinstripe. That's the only two I think we're eligible for. Pinstripe Bowl, Liberty Mutual, Music City Bowl. By the way, I guess Kalashi has Brian Dable at the top at 39 and then Kalani Sataki at 22. Like, that is such a horrible app. That is not a source for information, in my opinion. That was weeks ago, Louisville, and it was fake. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I missed that. Yep, I do. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Kind of. That's funny. I remember last year when we were in USC, I could not find the picture. I saw it one time, couldn't find it. It was our moving van in downtown LA. It's pretty cool. But Ohio State, they could make a run for sure. Indiana, we have to see this weekend, guys. I mean, is Indiana going to beat Ohio State? I hope they do. Alabama could make a run. Mark, you realize how that works? Betting. Yeah. But what are people basing it on? Like, it's just rumors, you know? So I don't know what they're basing it on. I think it's just rumors. But Oregon, good team. A&M or Texas, good team. A&M still a good team. Georgia, Ole Miss, not anymore probably. Notre Dame, I mean, they're hot. I don't know if they're going to beat any real legitimate teams. The only two legit teams they played, they lost to. BYU, good team, good coach. Brom drives a 2011. Yeah, he does. Yep. Yeah. I just don't think he would. I just don't think he would. Yeah, we know you do. And we know you guys like to hit people with belts, which is really weird. But you're the only fan base that says that. So you guys like that, I guess. That's strange. I think the Georgia team is peaking at the right time. Yeah. So is Notre Dame. I mean, they're kind of peaking right now. They're doing what they're supposed to do. That's it. I mean, that's all you guys can do is beat up on teams, and that's it. So, number 1, Ohio State. Number 2, Indiana. So I would think Indiana would have a good shot at beating Ohio State. Obviously, all of America wants them to do that. Besides Ohio State, Michigan let America down yesterday. Now all the fans are going to talk even more, like defending national champs. How is that your name? Number 2, Indiana, and then Alabama. I think they're a solid team. So, and A&M still good. Like they had a bad game. Oregon, Texas Tech. Realistically, I think the two best teams, and Ohio State deserves respect at number 1. But I do think like the two teams that really have a solid shot, if I were to pick, it would be Tech and Alabama, and then Indiana. Like those are the 3 teams I would think that would have the best shot. Ohio State hasn't played anybody. They haven't really faced much adversity, and I don't think it's because what you guys think and that you're so good that you don't have adversity. That's not true. In fact, I don't think you played that well against certain teams. Michigan score wasn't that big. Purdue, I mean, Ohio State has my respect, just not a lot of the fans. Those Ohio fans are coming out of the closet finally. Got that right. By who? A&M. Kalani Sitake is a solid coach. Yes, he is. Notre Dame gets in without a championship game. It's like a cooked in by. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I love Chesney, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be him. So it's a mystery guy or Terry. So And I'm cool with Terry too. Either way, guys, I think we're in a good spot. So we just got to be patient. I know that's like impossible right now. We've been patient, but we still got to. I don't care what anybody says. I'd love to see Tulane and James Madison. Yeah, that'd be cool. Especially JMU. That'd be cool. Bob Chesney coach in the playoffs. That'd be awesome. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, JR, I realize how it works. It's just like, where are they getting their information to even do that? I mean, who's hearing Brian Dayball right now? Who's hearing that? That just doesn't make sense. So Duke playing in the eight, yeah, that's the ACC. I can see Indiana blowing Ohio State out of the water. Ohio State's only great matchup was against Texas. Yeah, exactly. I know everyone is saying it's mystery guy, but I really want Chesney. Yeah, yeah. So I think it comes down to three guys really. But a couple weeks ago, had some people on here, and we thought it was going to be Drinkowitz. So, you just never know. Um, just never know. Yeah, his daughter goes there, and yeah, so that's interesting. But again, guys, if you are listening, please like, share, subscribe. Help support the channel, helps grow. Trying to get to 2,000 followers now. So please help us get there, and you can support us monetarily in super chats and stuff like that if you would like. So thank you for your support. Thank you for the engagement. What do you think about Kiffin abandoning Ole Miss? I mean, I think it's Lane Kiffin, man. That's what he does. So that's what I think. Like, I'm not surprised. That's what he does. I mean, it's not surprise. It's just I don't know. It's messed up, in my opinion. It's messed up. Like, you don't do that. You don't abandon a playoff team like that. Good sign that Chesney hasn't been confirmed. Yeah. So you just don't do that to a playoff team. But that's him. Notre Dame superfans cooked and by at least two, if not three, conference championship games. Losers plus numbers. Maybe. Kiffin will do it to LSU too. Absolutely. Dayball's son was actually an equipment manager for PSU. Yeah. 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 And JR told me yesterday that Terry Smith like walks to work, stuff like that. So Terry Smith's just an awesome guy. Just an awesome guy. As an MSU fan, how do you feel about the fit of Fitzgerald? Source I got. Good. Yeah. Support him, man. He's a great coach. I would have welcomed him at Penn State. He's a great coach, and you guys need to surround him with all the resources and support he can get, because you guys have a nice stadium. You have a good solid fan base behind you. So yeah, just support him. I think that would be great. That's good for you guys. Your one coach was like, what did he do? He did something. If it was a guy like Fitzgerald, they would have already hired him. So it has to be a coach. Most likely, yes. Most likely, yes. What's next for Iowa with Gronkowski and a lot of seniors leaving? I I don't know personally. If there's any Iowa fans in here to answer that, I do not know personally. But I wish them the best too. They just need to score more points on offense. When you think they'll likely announce maybe tomorrow if it's Heupel, I don't know, man. Honestly, I do not know. I really don't know. Like, I couldn't even guess. If I were to like give my honest opinion, it's either like by Tuesday or it's sometime mid to late December. Honestly, that's my opinion. Because yeah, really, that's literally my opinion. If I were to say what I think, that's probably it. So MSU is going to poach Randy Bates. My heart is with Heartline. Yeah, I would accept. That would be awesome. Terry Smalls. Yeah. T. Smalls. Yes, he is. Yes. Grabowski. Wazowski. What's the guy's name from Monsters Inc? Wazowski, is that his name? LSU and Kiffin are disasters and perfect for one another. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be funny. If they're waiting till late December, they're waiting for DeBoer. Not necessarily. Um, not necessarily. DeBoer. Well, yeah, Lincoln Riley. I guess he's out. Someone said Sataki, so Mike Wazowski. Yes, they could be waiting on Mike Wazowski. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it's DeBoer. You know, it could be another coach in a playoff. It's a mystery guy, so like it could be if it's a playoff coach, it could be anybody. I mean, seriously, it could be it could still be GT, Louisville, Ryan Day. I'm just kidding. Kurt Signetti. No. Yeah, I mean, could be Elko, right? I mean, is Elko out? Could be Elko. Yeah, what about is it could it be like Elko's still in the hunt, is he not? Could be Coach Klein. Yep. Yep, that Coach Klein, I would accept him. I don't have Heartline leaving. He's a Buckeye guy. He definitely is. And if you're for you Ohio State fans, again, I respect the crap out of your program. I hate you, but I respect your program. You don't want to lose him, especially to Penn State. Like you don't want to lose him. I can't see them waiting that long. Okay. Yeah, man, me neither. I just don't know. I just don't know. Day isn't far fetched. Living in Ohio for 30 years. Yeah, they are a lot to deal with. Talking about belts and PSU podcast chats. Day isn't far fetched. Yeah, it's yeah, yeah. It's not that far fetched. And yesterday in his press conference, he was like, "Yeah, our program, we just do our talking on the field. We don't plant flags." It's like Ryan Day, shut up. You're so corny. Shut up. Don't act like you're superior. Elko just renegotiated with A&M. Okay. Yes, yeah, okay. But yeah, Ryan Day he's a cornball. It's like, yeah, we don't need to do that type of stuff. Yeah, well, you haven't beaten them for like 25 years, so defending national champs. Did I get that number right? So Murray York, Elko definitely should dip out of A&M. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you, I wouldn't want a coach like that hopping around. Like, I don't want that. But yeah, Les Miles. But he has one or two losing seasons. He's fired. So if you want to go to a place like Penn State where we had the previous guy for that long, like it's a little less pressure. You can still compete for the top, still compete for a national title every year, top program in the country. There's just less pressure, I would think. But could be Manny, Urban, Chesney. Manny, Urban, Chesney. First off, I haven't heard this anywhere. I'm not saying it will happen. Thoughts about Dabo? Yeah, I haven't heard that either. Coach owed it to Tulane, calling it now. Yeah, he was on the field. I agree. Yeah, so whatever happened to Clark Lee from Vanderbilt? I mean, we don't really like. I don't really want another coach from Vanderbilt. Didn't work out last time, and he's an alum, so just keep him there. Sataki doesn't fit here. See his press conferences. He always hire. He's always here. Lies. Lays. I don't know, man. I think he would be a good fit. I do. A solid coach, moral coach, will embrace portal and NIL. He'll embrace the tradition here, I think. A good man. a solid coach. I mean, there's one particular person that I follow that he was a coach, player. He has a ton of respect for Sataki. So I think he would be a very solid hire. Michigan 718. Yeah, I know. I know. I just wanted you to type out the stats. I'm just picking on you. Defending national champs. I don't think I've seen you in here before, man. Welcome in. Lee extended. Okay. Honestly, a good point. A&M definitely wants to put their program into hyperdrive. Yeah. Announced it to the team. Okay. I don't see Kraft hiring Manny after what Manny. Okay. What did he do? I forget. How can you say the last hire didn't work out being state of the university? I don't know what you mean by that. They saying DeBoer wants to look at Penn State as well. Yeah. So might just be a rumor. I don't know. I've heard that too, man. That's the thing. Like no one really knows. And if you like to talk about it and try to guess, do so. But for your own mental health, I'd say just let it play out. SEC game. Oh, okay. Is it really? Wow. Wow. That'll be a good game. Thoughts on Jerry Maguire, Tony Elliott? Yeah, someone mentioned those names before in here. I don't know. Wonder if probably interviewed. Yeah, Manny took the job and 2 weeks later resigned. Wow. Okay. If we were Sataki, do we come out to a Hawaii 5-0 theme? Hawaii 5-0 theme. OJ McTuffie, third best running back. Yes. Yes. Watch last night's episode, Murray. I kind of called him out a little bit. We come to the rock theme. Yeah. Do you smell what Sataki is cooking? That's right. And someone in the chat was saying, does he bring Samoan players with him? I said, our whole line can be Samoan if they want. That would be insane. Kiffin is the man. I would do the same thing. I hope so. For your sake. Yeah, wasn't I talking to you on Instagram? Is that you? Is that you? Yeah. What's up, man? Got LSU. We got a lot of fans in here right now. I guess when you title the title college football news, it does bring in everybody. So, yes. Oh yeah, I know Jim. I know of OJ's career quite well. Solid player. I do like him quite a bit. He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a solid dude, solid representation of Penn State. I just called him out because he said he wouldn't support us if they didn't hire Terry. Yeah, that's awesome, Thomas. It's great. Last night you donated twice, man. I appreciate it. Oklahoma State may be a team to compete with next year with Morris coming from North Texas. I'm losing weight behind this coaching search. Marketing is everything, Mark. Yep. Yeah. See, this has been my approach with this podcast. I've never done any type of marketing. I've just put out shorts and videos, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And I've never found a podcast because I saw an ad for it. Like I just found it. You know, I have podcast or shows, YouTube channels, I should say, that I follow, and I found them on my own, like through algorithm, whatever. I never spent money on marketing, and I don't think I ever will. Well, I'm sorry. I put an ad up in a gym. It's a gym that I go to. Put an ad in there. It goes up every month. You know, I pay them and everything. So I've done that, but like on social media and stuff, I've never done any type of marketing. Now I might put some ads in like a local area or something like a sign or something like that. But I do not want to do like marketing on social media. Like I want people to find me organically, find this show organically, and just follow it because they like it. That's it, you know. And I'm going to take the same approach with like whoever might want to sponsor the show, or because that is one part of YouTube. People can send you offers, and like if I don't like it, I'm not going to do it. And I want them to come to me if they're interested, because that means they do like the show. So yeah, yeah. Marketing, it's just not really my something I want to do. I just want people to find us organically. So if it takes longer, then so be it. If you have any ideas, JR, let me know. But thanks, George. Appreciate it, man. I don't think you've commented in here before except that one finger you just put up. But thanks, man. I appreciate it. By diehard fans, for fans, no filter. That's what we do here. So I've always said, like, I'm a diehard fan. Brett's a diehard fan. This is just a show where we talk. It's a conversation. We're not on here like robots putting people to sleep. We're going to try to keep it somewhat professional, but we're going to speak our mind. And some people may not like that. That's fine. But that's what we do on here. So, and that's what we'll continue to do. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're just fans. We talk like fans to fans. So when you're like, would you rather talk about Penn State football with your friends or listen to ESPN? You'd rather talk about it with your friends. And that's kind of what this is. We're having a conversation. We're all fans. We're fans talking to fans about what we love. So that's what this is. And I'm glad you guys like it. Very true, but I meant your title of this. Yes, you're right. You're right, JR. Yes. Yep. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. 82 fans in here. Please subscribe and share. Thanks, Thomas. Found you originally from listening to other stuff about the next Penn State head coach. Great idea. Would keep having guests on like Chris. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, I want to have guests on. That'll definitely help us grow. I mean, Chris is very good at what he does. And that's another thing, too. If you're not a diehard fan, like, I'm not going to have you on here. I'm not going to have you on here. And, it's just diehard fans only. But, yeah, and that's the thing, too. Like, I don't like doing that clickbait crap either. Like, I hate clickbait, man. I hate it. I'm putting up what is in relation to the show, and that's it. Like, I'm not putting anything up for clickbait. Convo about framing Paterno. Yeah, there's a documentary on YouTube called The Framing of Joe Paterno. Refer to John Ziegler on YouTube for all types of stuff like that, and it's very interesting. Joe was framed 100%. Any truth to the rumor Shiano was with realtors today in Happy Valley? I don't know, but I don't know. But he should be on our staff 100%. I'm ready for Penn State to get elite level coach. Yeah, exactly. It's not a guaranteed win for you guys anymore with Franklin here. So, and you guys, Ohio State, I've always said it, you guys prepare for Grambling State like you prepare for Clemson back in the day, Georgia. That's what makes you an elite program. You guys prepare for every team that you play. That's what makes you great. That's what makes them elite. Ohio State is an elite program. They're elite. The definition of elite. So they would welcome a good Penn State coach because they're not afraid to play anybody. So Steelers are terrible, Mark. Oh yeah, Jim. You used to be on here for our Steelers stuff. Do you follow Jared? And he does Penguins, Steelers, and Pirates. Yeah, I remember you being on here for that. They are, man. They got Franklin 2.0 as their coach. There's also a lot of people getting into the sports commentary podcast. Everybody has a podcast, man. Everybody has a podcast, Tomlin needs to go. Rodgers should have never been signed. I like Rodgers. I don't like Tomlin. I know some player. What's the score right now? It's not over, is it? Oh, 23-7. That makes sense. I know some player. We were up 7-3 at halftime. Of course, they don't score any points in the second half. I know some players have shows, but this is my thank you, man. I appreciate it. Tennessee message boards are blowing up. Josh Heupel possibly leaving UT. Okay. Yeah, he might be. Yep. Not sure how I feel about Heupel though. Yeah. Again, like I don't really want a big name coach leaving a school to come to our school, unless they were fired. But we wouldn't really hire someone who was fired. I don't think. It's a miss with Heupel. The veer and shoot doesn't work. 23-7, not Pitt. So, yeah. 23-7. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. That's Mike Tomlin coach team for you. They'll beat the Colts and then lose to a high school team. So that's what they do every year, year in, year out. Franklin 2.0. Jared said on here the other day, this was a couple of weeks ago, I think, and he was like, now I have a theory. And he thought maybe Mike Tomlin was the guy that said, he was saying, I want to change the scenery. And he thought he might be going to Penn State. And I said, his ego is way too high to go to a college job. Way too high. He would never do that. His ego is through the roof. So, guys, I think that's it. I just want to come on here and talk to you guys. What I'm going to try to do, honestly, is we used to do Sunday Conversation. It was called Austin and I. We come on here on Sundays live and just talk to you guys, talk about some topics, some storylines, especially in the off season. I'm going to probably be doing Sunday Conversations every week. So maybe we can do this every Sunday, do Sunday Conversation, just talk about college football, talk about Penn State, what they got going on, the bowl game. We got that to look forward to. So let's be grateful, guys. I want Terry Smith, but if it's not, then let's get a solid guy who is going to come here and embrace our tradition, embrace the portal NIL, and coach our young men to national title. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you for interacting. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. Support us monetarily if you would like. No paywall. It's all free. So we will I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, exactly. Healing begins. Thanks, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys very much. You guys have a great night. Thank you for coming on again. I really appreciate all your interactions. And we will see you guys this week at some point. So have a good night.